Well, hello guys, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the nature videos because, it was a beautiful day today, but I forgot it was Friday, 4 o'clock, so there was a huge amount of traffic. It was extremely noisy, and there were a lot of people out at the DQ and a lot of people at the park, so it was extremely noisy. And there was like the fire whistle was going off and all these sirens going off. So I was like, well, you're really not going to enjoy me shouting over noise. So I hope you enjoyed that. I didn't know I was going to make a music video out of it, so it wasn't the best camera work. So I apologize, but I had no idea it would be that loud when I played it back. But it was pretty loud. So I did that and I got the double rainbow in, and we did have a thunderstorm, but like by the time I got my camera it was like gone. We had 1 second of it. Like 2 towns over they got apparently a fantastic thunder and lightning storm, but not yet. Not here. Not yet. I will get another one, trust me. And I just, I've been enjoying nature more, and it's been part of having a nori around. And I know every time I mention the word nori, somebody downvotes me, and I don't care. I really don't. If you're intolerant, I really don't need you on the channel. And they've been a blessing to, to have around because they're so sweet and kind. They're not the one with any hang-ups. I'm the one with the hang-ups, and they've been very gentle and very tolerant and very patient for me to get past hang-ups. And I don't mean like in a bad way, but I'm like so afraid of doing the wrong thing and offending them, and they're like, they couldn't care less. They understand I'm American, and they don't expect me to know ancient Japanese taboos from like 2,000 years ago or something. And because, some people make it sound like, all these kami are so impossible to work with, and yet they're coming and they're getting people all over the world. Yes. Inori's in the background, like all people are children anyways, because if you go by Shinto belief, the kami, created the world. So to them, everybody is their children. To them, everybody is kami. So, there's one person that believes that Loki and Inori are like the same kami or god. And they will run with that. They've been two little hyper foxes about it because Inori will claim that Loki is kami, and Loki will claim that Inori is God, and they are just having so much fun with that. And Inori's been going around today telling me how Japanese Loki sounds. Loki. So yeah, they've been having a lot of fun with that because they know I've been watching a ton of Tabi Eats, and they've just been having so much fun with it. And I adore Tabi Eats because they're so much fun to watch. They have a ball. And it's been really good because I think you guys have noticed I've kind of changed my diet. No, I am a big skeptic. It's only been like a week or so, and I'm like, yup, I will get bored of this and I will not be doing it. But what Loki encouraged me to do is, this is really important to Inori, to let them help me pick out a birthday basket. And we're putting like a bunch of stuff in it, and it's going to be like a lot of like Japanese items and noodles and stuff that, I'm going to end up eating and enjoying, and it's going to be healthier for me. I used to tell you, I didn't eat much, and I didn't, but what I was eating was like a lot of Pop-Tarts and Coke and fast food and oh. So yeah, it's like some people could eat that and they would feel great, and they'd be running around bouncing off the walls and have a lot of energy. But I was like extremely tired. Maybe because I switched to the green tea, I haven't had that crash I usually get, knock on wood, after I like stopped drinking cola. But my last one was Sunday, and I feel pretty good. This is all the stuff you should have got with the nature video. And yeah, and Loki has been making sure that Nori has most of the time. Loki's still getting time, in the morning and, all throughout the day and at evening. But Loki is pushing me and making sure I work with Inori and get that foundation. And Inori certainly seems to want to stay more in the forefront than, like Hades had been here, and I thought Hades was going to stay. And all these gods have kind of come, and like you think they're going to stay, and then they're gone. And Loki said, well, if Inari would go, that would just be because you need someone else. But, it'd always be you and me, little buddy. And I just kind of looked at him, did the eye roll, and he's like snickering because he thinks he's so cute. And he is, so shut up. And, and he's interrupting. So, yeah, they've been really taking advantage of, like, everything I learned about Inari. They both take advantage of it. As Inori's temples moved and Inori would go different places, Inori would become, in much to the frustration of some other priests, Inori would become the kami of things. So, like, Inori was kami of, like, rice fields and fertility and fishermen and swordsmiths and brothels and a whole bunch of other things. Like, now there are like really famous, I can't pronounce or think of the name right now, I'm like drawing a blank, fashion companies, like cosmetic companies from Japan that, they still have like a little temple or shrine to Inori in their building because they credit Inori for their success. And it was funny because people would go to Inori for like, kami are so vast and specialized that, like, why would you go to them for toothache or like childbirth or whatever? And all these women were going to them for all these different things, and Nori was helping. They have like countless forms, really. It varies from region to region, and you guys can see all this on Wikipedia usually. But it's been really good to work with them because they have so many associations that I don't quite know the reason why yet, but they share them with Loki, so they both like horses. They both like snakes. They both like foxes. They both love food. Loki is known to like his alcohol. Inori is the kami of sake, and like any other grain-based drink, I would suppose. They're over there like, hi. And they're both very shrewd, and they're both very good businessmen. I mean, they can, run circles around you financially. And they're both, teaching me their little foxy way. They were like, you don't have to go confront him today, because as I went to take that walk to do the filming, they were out. And they were sitting there, and they were both sitting there kind of slumped in their chairs like zombies. And he was staring me down, and he was smoking, and he's never done that. And I'm like, he's like going from this guy to try to be Mr. Pure Christian to like a stereotypical gangster. And the guy was staring at me, and I thought, because I had called my friend and we had a couple hour talk, and we agreed the women are going to do something. So this woman told that woman's going to tell a church woman, and something's going to be done. If she needs help or he needs help or they both need help, they'll get the help they need, because she agreed with me, and she said, I thought it was mean. I'm like, no, this guy's really mean, and I don't like the way he treats her. And he's supposed to be your caregiver, okay? Because I don't know what specifically is wrong. I do know she has heart problems, but I don't know what else is wrong. And he does all her household chores, which is strange because she has a woman to come in and do for her. And she does not drive, but for some reason she needed a new car. And he's driving that car most of the time now, and his son's always over there eating, and we're really afraid because, with some older people, when they're not quite as on the ball, we're afraid he got into like her checkbook or something, because it's happened to a lot of people around here that their caregiver came in and like totally stripped their savings bare. Because everybody knew, because she's so honest and open, everybody in town knew she was like pretty well off. And then, suddenly visiting her, and I'm ashamed to ask for anything because her cupboards are almost always bare all the time, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense. She's really well off. I thought maybe it's because they eat out all the time, but then I'm thinking something's wrong. So she will get the help she needs. I did still pray to the gods, and you know, according to Nori, all gods are calming. I don't know if I said that this time, but so like every god has their attention on this, and I'm like, good. So yeah, it's been really good to have Inori here because they're giving me a balance and a foundation. They're changing how I work with things, and sometimes you will have to do that, and that's not failing with Loki if you have to work with another god. They're all teachers. It's like you have a maths teacher and a history teacher and gymnastics teacher. And sometimes some teachers can teach more than one subject, but usually if you have a teacher that they're an expert in that thing, they do that thing quite well. So it's kind of like that. Inori specializes in what Inori's doing with me. And Loki specializes in being stupid git, usually. He's a very good teacher, but you know, his teaching style is very different. Her teaching style is kind of Mother Fox keeping the stupid cub out of things that she doesn't think stupid cub should be into. And she doesn't call me names or anything. She's a very sweet mother, but she'll kind of like nudge you away from stuff, and where with Loki, when he tried I would want it so bad, with her I just tend to get distracted and absorbed in something else, and then it's been like a week and I haven't had it and I don't even realize it. So it's been pretty cool. So if you guys like what you see, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye bye.